And here we go. We're going to bring out all the members of our bridal party right now. So first down, I want you guys to make some noise for Kevin and Carlia. Let's hear you guys. Come on. Once again, Kevin and Carlia. Next down, we got Anthony and Sophia. Anthony and Sophia, let's hear it. All right, the third members of our bridal party. Let's hear it for Isabel and Melissa. Isabel and Melissa, come on out. The next two members of our bridal party, which you guys making some noise for Andrew and Christina. Come on out, Andrew and Christina. Here we go. The next members of our bridal party, our bridesmaid and one of our best men. We got Lura and Callan. Let's hear it for Lura and Callan. Let's hear it, guys. Come on, one more time, one more time. All right, let's bring in our next two members. We got our maid of honor and our second best man. Let's hear it for Tina and Ty. Come on out, Tina and Ty. Here they are. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment we've been waiting for. It gives me great pleasure to introduce California's newest married couple. Let's hear it for Mr. and Mrs. France. Come on. Here we go, here we go. Let's hear it, guys, one more time. All right, this time we're going to ask our beautiful bride and our handsome groom to make their way onto the dance floor as they're going to go into their first dance as man and wife.
I stared up at the sun, thought of all of the people and places and things I've loved. I stared up just to see of all of the faces, you were the one next to me. You can feel the lights start to tremble, washing what you know out to sea. You can see your life out the window tonight. If I lose myself tonight, it'll be by your side. If I lose myself tonight, if I lose myself tonight, it'll be you and I. If I lose myself tonight, I woke up with the sun, thought of all of the people, places and things I've loved. And I woke up just to see, with all of the faces, you're the one next to me. You can feel the light start to tremble, watching what you know out to sea. You can see your life out the window.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Zach and Tracy. Great job, guys.
It'll be by your side if I lose myself tonight. Whoa.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost ready to head into our dinner service. But before we do, we're going to have a brief blessing. And the blessing is going to be done by Tracy's dad, Heath. So I'm going to pass him the microphone, and he's going to do that brief blessing, and then we're going to head into our dinner service. Check.
You make me wanna say I do.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Are you ready to rumble? Good. By the way, my name is Hip, and I'm Tracy's father. I would like to thank everyone for being here with us tonight. We really appreciate it. Tracy, I'm so proud of the woman you have become. I am so happy you found a man like Jack to be with. Congratulations to the bride and the groom, and wishing them all the best for a long and happy life together. Also, I would like to say some in Vietnamese. Kính thưa quý quan khách, kính thưa quý ông bà, cô bác, anh chị em và thân tộc. Hôm nay là tiệc vu vi, cũng là tân hôn của Tracy và Jack, được tổ chức tại Modena Village. Chúng tôi thành thật cảm ơn sự hiện diện của tất cả mọi người. Chúc mừng Jack cũng như Tracy bên nhau mãi mãi. Chúng tôi thành thật cảm ơn mọi người hiện diện ở đây và cầu chúc mọi người được dồi dào sức khỏe, hạnh phúc và chung vui một buổi tiệc ấm cúng. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Tracy and Jack. Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to head into our toasts and speeches now. So to start things off, I'm going to turn the microphone over to our handsome groom. He's going to say a few words. Check.
Good evening, everybody. So Tracy and I actually, for the last month and a half, we had been practicing a choreographed dance. That was not the dance. Because of the dress, we had to scrap it. But first and foremost, I would, of course, love to thank Tracy's parents, Ha and Heap. Without their support, of course, we would not have been able to make today possible. And I also want to thank them for welcoming me into their family with such open arms. And one of my favorite memories of them was when I had first proposed to Tracy. And they told me that I was soon going to get to call them Mom and Dad. And I'm really glad that today we get to make that official. Of course, we would also like to thank my mom, my dad, and my stepmom, Nancy. I honestly couldn't have asked for better parents. And I grew up in 2 households, and it wasn't the easiest thing, but looking back on it, I wouldn't change anything about it because those life lessons really helped me become the man that I am today. And so I really love you guys, and thank you for everything. Yeah. And I also want to give a shout out to my sister Laura and Elizabeth. I love you guys too. And of course, we want to thank all of our guests who are here today. We understand that a lot of you guys traveled from some pretty far distances to be here. And we just really want you guys to know that we truly appreciate. Hey, what's up, dude? We truly appreciate the effort that you guys took to be here today. And we want to also thank you guys for all the gifts and the cards and the well wishes. And just there's a few guests that we want to thank specifically. Tracy's cousin Karen for doing all the flowers. Aaron for doing the cake and the cupcakes. And my good friend Shay for doing all the signs and everything. So thanks, guys. And of course, Tracy and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her bridesmaids and my groomsmen. To Tracy's bridesmaids, you guys all look really pretty tonight. And I just want to thank you guys for being such great friends and great sisters to Tracy. And your love and support means the world to her. So thanks, guys. And for my groomsmen, you guys also look really pretty tonight. So nice job. You guys look good. And just to talk about these 2 guys here. So most weddings only have a best man, but I'm honestly lucky enough to have best men. And I've been friends with Ty for 14 years and Callan for 7. And looking back over those years, I've done some pretty stupid things. I got us ran off of a beach from an angry guy with a stick, and I got us kicked out of a couple of pool parties. And I'm shocked that we're still friends, but I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart that I look up to the both of you guys. And thank you guys so much for being with me here today. And just as a side note, they both have a rare mental condition which affects their memory. So anything that they say unflattering is probably not true. So last, but of course not least, Tracy, my beautiful wife. You look absolutely gorgeous tonight. And I'm not just saying that because like the dress or because we're at the wedding, but because every day that I look at you, I fall more and more in love with you. And looking back on that first date, pretty terrible. I'm obviously, needless to say, really glad that you decided to go out with me on a second date. And I honestly couldn't imagine my life without you. And I hope you couldn't imagine your life without me. And I'm not referring to the great life we're gonna have together. Mostly referring to the fact that I taught her how to boil potatoes. True story. But in all seriousness, like I said in my vows, you're the most kind, smart, funny, amazing, compassionate, I could go on for a while, woman I've ever met. And I'll say it again because I got a good laugh the first time. Really want to grow old and crusty with you. And so between the Asians, my dad's Jewish roots, my stepmom being Muslim, my Mormon family, I know we're going to have some really fun holidays in our future. And I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Yeah. And one last thing. I would like to propose a toast to Ha and Heap. Cheers.
All right, thanks, Zach, for that great speech. And now the 2 best men are going to say something. So, here we go.
Hi, everyone. My name's Callan. I'm one of the best men. Before we get started, I just want to thank everyone for coming out to make Zach and Tracy's day so memorable. Personally, I wish a lot of you stayed home because I hate public speaking, but that's fine. In all seriousness, though, thank you for both the bride and groom's parents for making this possible. Tracy, you look amazing. Zach, you look pretty good. In preparation for this day, though, I watched Wedding Crashers 3 or 4 times. I Googled how to get a good band speech. It has to be compassionate, caring, heartfelt. But Ty has to talk too, so we're covered. I met Zach about 7 years ago at SDSU, and he's been one of my best friends ever since then. We've been, international traveling. We've been on ski trips to Utah, trips in Asia. We stayed in the jungle for a couple of days. Random trips to Vegas that I won't elaborate on. But in any case, one of my best friends for the last 7 years. And I remember when Zach met Tracy and got to see their relationship develop into what it is today. And I remember the day that he proposed and the constant text, dude, she's not here yet. What do I do? We're all set. But in any case, to where the point that he said, and on a chairlift somewhere, she's the one, I'm ready. So, and I'd just like to end with a quote. Marriage isn't about finding the person you can't live without. Just kidding. It's about finding the person you can't live without, and I see that Zach and Tracy have found them in one another. So with that, to Zach and Tracy.
All right, I'm going to keep this pretty short and pretty sweet, mainly because I really got to go to the bathroom. So for those who don't know me, I'm Ty. I'm a co-best man, but I've got the mic, so I'd say I'm pretty important. I met Zach in the 6th grade at Pop Warner football, and really only 2 things I remember about him. One, he's exactly the same size then as he is now. And 2, he had purple hair. So looking at him now, I'd say not much has changed. But he's been a great friend to me over the years and just a great guy to be around. So Zach, I was really honored to stand next to you today, so congrats. And I was really hoping to be the best dressed and probably the best looking here today. Tracy, I think I failed. You look beautiful. And I want to just congratulate both of you and wish you all the health, wealth, and happiness in the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's toast to the bride and groom. Cheers, guys.
All right, thank you, Ty. We have one more speaker. We'd like to pass the microphone over to the maid of honor, Tina.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Tracy's sister, Tina. Mine is fairly longer than theirs. Once again, thank you all for being here tonight. I'd like to congratulate my wonderful sister and brother-in-law on their marriage. Welcome to the family, Zach. Exactly 1 year ago today, when my sister called to tell me about Zach's proposal, I was so happy I kept jumping up and down and yelling into the phone. I remember the first time I saw Tracy and Zach together, I noticed how comfortable they were with each other. Every time they're together, they're always in their own little world. They're always laughing loudly at some joke or smiling lovingly at one another, holding hands or being affectionate and cuddly. More often than not, I'd be pretending to be disgusted about it. I can't help it. It's my role to play the annoying little sister. Whenever Tracy talks about Zach, there's a wistful smile that forms on her face. She's always so proud when she mentions new ideas he comes up with, like his brewing app. We're both always really fascinated with his ideas, thinking, wow, who thinks of these things? Apparently, people like Zach do. He's innovative, hardworking, and witty, amongst other qualities which mix well with my sister's determination, brilliance, and sarcastic nature. Zach and I had met several times, but it was a trip I took with my parents to Utah last year that brought us all closer. That was the first time we had the chance to visit the two of them ever since Tracy moved out. We bonded over our mutual love for football, although I do have to say, if you turn into a Raiders fan, I'll be offended. Whether they're playing their weird game of spotting FJ cruisers while they're driving, or imitating what they think Randall would sound like if he could talk, you can easily see how happy they make one another. It's heartwarming to witness how their relationship has progressed They were on opposite sides of the planet for several months, but they still managed to always find time for each other. They've been on numerous adventures together and still have countless more ahead of them. I'm honored to be here tonight to celebrate their incredible relationship. I wish both of you a lifetime of happiness, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store. Lastly, when things get tough, just shake it off. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, Tina, for that great speech. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we're going to be heading into our cake cutting in just a few moments.
I can't get it, Pat. Damn, it's